This, what he brings to mind, okay? This guy we made, this is part two, okay? What he brings to mind for me immediately is who's not interviewed in this thing. See, this is just an old guy with these ideas. I don't know. He works for some I don't, think tank with his like write papers or something. I don't know what Okay, this is the thing. Okay, what immediately comes to my mind is wait. There's something actually left out of this entirely. These kind of people just like these ideas. That's what's kind of going on, and they still like them. Okay, but you know what's not in here? The main source of the problem. This is why the LaRouche movement wants to quarantine the business and economics departments. Okay, what's going on? I actually was a business major for like about some early part of my college education, and being where I was looking from, this is they're saying is sort of like ridiculous, and I made these other videos of telling people things that aren't even true. I made these videos about post-its were invented by accident. I say, okay, what you got is who's in the classes too. Where there's like professors like sort of telling them this is how things work. Well, there are people who don't know anything about business or economics, and then they go to college, okay? And what people like that, it's amazing if you compare it to like students in a society like China. What's going on with the crowd? It's basically going on with everyone who goes to college, but it's like especially going on with the crowd that goes to study business and economics. I met them. I was in one of those programs for like a little while. Okay, this is what's going on with American students generally. We'll get to what the professors are saying. Okay, what's in the textbooks. Okay, these people do something that people like me and when we went to college that I want to say something about. Might be that I'm just mean person, but these people go to college, first of all, like this, it's some cursory thing, and the main thing they're going to college for is like this is the time in your life when you get away from your parents and you join a fraternity and you do drinking parties and you do all this. It's mainly about that, and then you're gonna tell stories to each other about like vomiting at parties and like date raping girls and shit. Here's what people like me thought of people like that. I took school very, 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 very seriously. Matter of fact, some of the only people I had interaction with, I mean, I didn't really have many friends in college, but certainly like students who came from places like, China and everything, like we were on the same page. Like, really don't have any life, we're just studying, okay, to get very, very, very seriously. Well, no. Who did the people going to study business and economics? I mean, they hear old whack jobs like this say these things, but it's not just that. What they're learning. I mean, what they're learning is they're all over all the business departments, economics departments. There's no exception to that. There's no exception to that. God forbid, someone's, awake and tries to, like, agitate, they'll be, I don't know, like, thrown out of school or sent to a psychiatrist. These aren't really serious people, and neither are the professors, okay? If they interviewed who's going to people in the midst of business and economics school, you'd see something horrific. You'd see people who are like good, they're joining fraternities and doing what people like me perceive as basically spell like homoerotic, like sick thing. Take off your clothes and do push-ups to get in here, like live with a bunch of guys and like part of it and get you drunk and like paint your penis green and everything. That's what's passing for like a student, but especially in business departments and economics. And the professors sort of like know that and joke around and they say things like this in class, and then that people come out with the markets doing better and like they think this makes sense, but they also don't know. They're just not serious people. They're certainly not being told about anything. Okay, and the thing is, like, if you showed who's a student and like what they're saying in class and stuff like that, it would make a lot of sense of who these people become later and why they're just totally oblivious to what's happening. It's not greed or anything. They're unaware of what's happening, and they weren't serious people when they studied business and economics, and they may have had some old professor like this saying these things that sound good. For a society like ours, I mean, it's actually demented. I mean, compare that to students from other places. I use China as an example. There's, the ruling class in China, how seriously they take their studies. Okay, that's what this brings to mind for me. Maybe it's like chaotic and disorganized, or doesn't necessarily fit in with this, but that's what comes out. That's what I react when I see this person.